It says we're live.
Yes. Okay, now
it's
we're
coming
live.
in.
Now it's coming in. Huh, interesting.
Interesting.
Yes, buenos
Buenos
dias.
Well, I guess we're going to start again.
Well, welcome
Welcome to
Motivational
11
Mondays.
Conversations with Jen and
Mao.
This
This week we will be coming on. I really think that because it's going to be running late, we're taking this challenge, and I want to share with you because it's pretty amazing stuff.
Reel of all her great successes, visual reel of all her performances and what she's done in the first person in 100 years.
It's called Build Your Brand.
The CEO, and she sold a company for $1.2 billion.
Tony Robbins, Dean
Graciosi,
Russell Brown, the owner of ClickFunnels. So again, we're continuously wanting to learn, expand.
I believe authenticity is power.
Listen.
But she said, being authentic does not guarantee success, but being inauthentic guarantees failure. And, I told you the story just now about what the guy that was from the private equity firm said to her, women aren't going to buy makeup from somebody like you because you're not in shape and you don't look a certain way and act a certain way and dress a certain way. But he was dead wrong. I think we're living now, if you really read, and I've done a lot of reading about how COVID is also begun to shape the values of people. And, one of the things people are looking for is convenience. So the cool thing about what we're all doing here, you start doing programs like this and you do them online like this, and you've made the most convenient thing available possible. People are looking for safety right now.
Yes.
But what they're also looking for is authenticity.
Yes.
There's been a huge backlash towards all these celebrities that are on, Instagram and so forth and showing themselves being perfect all the time. I think people are pretty well sick of it. So in my life, my strategy has been the same. It's just been I think first time I went to London to do a seminar, I'd done a seminar here in the US. It was a one-day business seminar, influence seminar. And before I went to London, they brought over all of these different journalists from radio and television and print media. And they brought a junket of them over. I think it was about 15 or 18 of them, something like that. And I was warned in advance. These people are their arms are crossed, and they're why are we even here? This is American bullshit. And so I saw them, and so I went after them. I teased them, I harassed them. I did all kinds of good things, but I also added so much value. And pretty soon, within about 20 minutes, I got them clapping and then jumping and then high-fiving people. Shit that Brits, just didn't do. At least not Brits in that category in those days. This is 30 years ago, 25 years ago. And during the break, I went up and talked to them, and I said, how you liking the program? They said, bloody brilliant, which means really good in Britishese, bloody. And so I said,
brilliant.
I'm thrilled that you guys have great value. And then one guy raised his hand, he said, we really like you. We didn't expect to like you. But you really, you worked hard. You delivered so much for us here. But just got to tell you, it's going to be different in Britain. We're rather uptight here. He said, we're rather anal. Is the word he used. And he goes, I know this is going to work here. I said, well, why do you think it worked with you? He goes, well, we're surrounded by Americans with some description. And I basically went to London and learned to what I call take the mick. Take the mick in their world is to make fun of yourself first. And when you make fun of yourself, other people relax. It's I like to mind read. I like to say, you're probably thinking this guy's with the big teeth, he's all hyped up and so pumped up, and that's bullshit. But this is just my style. My style may not be right for you, but this is what's really sincerely driving me. And so if you take the mick, if you're willing to say, listen guys, I don't have all the answers. Let me tell you all the times I've screwed up. It gives you, credibility. It gives you integrity.
Bloody brilliant here in Londonshire. That's right, Glenn.
I was seminar the other day and he was talking about, started my company and I was hard on anybody else because I'm such a perfectionist. And I said, perfection is the lowest standard in the world. Did you know that? Because perfection cannot be achieved. So you really have no standard. But you make yourself feel good by saying you're a perfectionist, but then you don't do anything because I can't do it if it's not perfect. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm into doing something beautiful, magnificent, outstanding, extraordinary. And I'm into every time find a way to make it better. And if you just keep incrementally making it better, it works. But I tell people all my failures. I tell them the worst stories. And it's worked out pretty good for me. So how do you tell it? Honestly, sincerely, truthfully, and playfully. If you can make fun of yourself, and by the way, that's great for life, much less your business.
Right.
You're going to find you're going to be so much more comfortable with any audience that you're trying to teach or share with, and they're going to be pulled to you because they're not perfect either, and you're not perfect. So we're much more relatable. I hope that answers your question in a good way.
It does, Tony. Thanks. Yeah, be authentic. Perfect.
Yes. Oh, nice to see you. There we are.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Right, we got another one?
Yes, we do. So the next question is from Rosemary McCauley. I hope I pronounced that properly, Rosemary. And that question is around how to have confidence when you're teaching something for the first time, especially on camera.
How to have confidence when you're
see her.
teaching something for the first
Hi,
time.
Toby.
There she is. Hi, how are you? Oh, you're just a business mastery?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
You changed my world. You did.
Oh, you did it, but I'm glad I got to help, sweetheart. Listen, I understand totally what you're talking about here. And I've trained myself to do something that I want to encourage you to train yourself to do as well. You know, some people, I've never done this before, so holy shit, I don't know what to do. But if you stop thinking about what to do, you remember we talked about, you were with me over the weekend, we talked about strategy, story, state. That most people, they want to know how to do something. And there's nothing wrong with that. How, I'm a strategist, so I want to know the hows, and I want to learn from somebody else's how and save myself time. But lots of people have a strategy right in front of them. They don't do it because they have a story in their head. And the number one story is, I've never done this.
This is really important, guys.
It puts them in a weak state. And what your question is, how do I have certainty teaching something, for the first time? Well, two things. One is, I think you were there. There was a gentleman that was from the San Francisco 49ers yesterday. I don't know if you remember. He was on screen with his wife, and he was a Pro Bowler. And he was talking about, I used to make so much money, and I was the best in the world at what I do. Pro Bowler, by the way, in football, if you're from another country, means the best. It's you're like an MVP amongst your teammates, and you get to go play in this Pro Bowl. So this guy is not just a professional athlete, which alone makes him extraordinary. He's one of the best in the world, and now he's trying to go over here and do something he's not done before. He spent a whole life doing this sport, right, Rosemary? So what I say to him, I said, we got to take the feeling of certainty that you had in that sport and bring it to this thing that you've never done before. And so, Rosemary, what's something you do feel certain about? What's something that you feel more than confident about? Because we're all hard on ourselves, but I bet there's something what's something you do that other people find hard, but you can do it really well and you're really confident?
Well, I'm an artist, and one of the things that I just love is, and that I've realized works, is the vision board. I believe that vision boards, but I mean, you have to be super clear with your vision board. Your statement has to be clear. And I learned a lot at UPW and business mastery that now I want to take it to a different level because I learned more. But it's like I just feel like people don't know how to do it in a way where if they put it up, it looks pleasing to them. It's just usually people put pictures on a corkboard, but that's not visually pleasing. And sometimes it should be in your bedroom. And people they want to put it in their bedroom, they put it in their office. Yeah. So I want to show people how to make that happen and make it visually pleasable.
So I want
vision boards that work.
Could tell you what I can tell you. Woman, you don't need to work on certainty at all. When you're passionate about something, the certainty flows. Like
made this vision board 5 years ago.
Raise your hand if you felt your passion.
Mr. Ben Affleck is in here, and I'm in his movie. Go see it. Go way back. Create your vision board.
My way to have certainty, I don't talk about anything I'm not passionate about. If I don't feel passionate about it, I'll let someone else talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. So I start before I'm going to go communicate with somebody. Whether it's a large group or one-on-one or a group of 5 or 10, doesn't matter. I stop and think about who is my audience, what do they really need, what do I have that I could really benefit with them, and then I get myself so connected to that passion that when I step up and start to speak, there's no hesitancy. You see, I don't have a script, I don't have something laid out. It's like I might have a layout of what I want to do, but then I get in state and I feel what comes through me.
Amen, hallelujah.
Coaching. All you need to do is get passionate about what you're going to talk about.
Get passionate.
What do I want to really deliver? What are the 2 or 3 things that if I deliver them, if they understand me, if I can get through them, it's going to enhance their life massively. If you associate to that right before you speak, and you put your body in a strong state. Listen, before I get on stage, before I walk out here, I have a move that I make, and I have an incantation, right? And so I do this with total intensity. I've done it for 40 plus years. I don't need to do anymore, but it's a trigger for me to get in that state where I'm going to deliver.
That's
and
right.
that state is a state of love and connection and passion, and that brings certainty as well. And you're not supposed to be perfect. And you can just say at the end, I'm so crazily passionate, maybe I'm turning you off, but I know what this can do for you. People respond to what's real. And what's real is if you're a little nervous, you can say, hey, I'm a little nervous because, I'm really an artist. But I know what art can do when it goes into the psyche, the subconscious of the human being. It becomes something that your brain becomes like a missile to go find a way to create. And I know what it really does. So I'm hoping I'm getting through to you. If you just are honest, people don't understand. It's like I won like decades ago. They gave me the golden gavel for greatest speaker of the decade from Toastmasters. And I honestly got up. I was grateful. I thanked them, but I said, I have to tell you guys, I don't think I'm a speaker. You guys are great speakers. I can't get up and do like a 10-minute speech or an hour speech. I'm a communicator. I'm an influencer. I'm a leader. Right? My job is to influence it. It may not always be perfect or elegant, but it's going to get through to you because I'm going to keep going until I find the way to get through to you. Mm-hmm. And people love that. Let your artist passion be your guide, and you will not have to work.
Your passion. Let your passion be your guide. And we're sharing this with you because our training and the way that we want to continue training is our passion, so that we can come back and give it to you. And this is a private VIP Q&A after the challenge that we're sharing with you. This is nowhere but on our live right now and in our private Zoom link. Okay?
Hi.
So if you're still watching, enjoy this and really take this on. It's a gift that we're giving you today.
Oh, no bad. What are you going to say?
A big gift.
I'm so nervous. I can't believe I'm speaking to you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. Tell me what your business is so I have a better understanding of where you're at.
It's going to die. Yeah. So I've been an accountant
Can you
by
see
trade
it?
and then an FD. So
¿Lo pueden ver?
myself and a lady are moving into more a virtual CFO.
Esta es parte del entrenamiento que estamos haciendo con Tony Robbins y lo estamos compartiendo con ustedes porque no hemos terminado todavía, pero queríamos estar aquí con ustedes y darles esta parte del entrenamiento que es privado.
And I want to give back to the companies that they can't afford the price ticket and they don't have access to everything that we've gained over the last 25 years. But I just don't know who would benefit from that. Is it bigger companies? Is it men? Is it women? Is it?
Well, I can tell you, I'm in that industry as well, personally, because I experienced the pain of not having that. As you know,
so this is what we're going to be up to all week long, from 11 in the morning every day until about 1:30. So I have a feeling that we are going to need to do the show a little later so that we don't miss this.
And so what a CFO does, as you all know, is they turn numbers into intelligence that can now help me make better decisions so I can succeed. Most people, all they know is, they don't even look at anything except one thing. Well, show me, am I profitable or not? And the accountant says you're profitable, and they go celebrate. They get to the end of the year, and they go, where's the cash to pay the taxes?
Yeah.
Or where's the cash? And they know what to do. So what you're doing to me on a 0 to 10 is an 11 of importance and value. I've almost gone bankrupt 3 times, never did, thank God. 3 times in my career, and they always because I thought I was going 100 miles, or 50 miles an hour, we're going 110, and I thought I had a full tank of gas. The accountant told me, and we were on E. So I want to first say to you, I love what you're doing. I think it's unbelievably important, and I have a huge passion for it. When I do my business seminars, I tell everybody, get a virtual CFO, because they can't afford a CFO. A good CFO is
virtual CFO.
Depends on the country, $500,000. And a lot of these companies only have $500,000 in revenues or $1 million in revenues. I mean, you got to remember, only 5% of companies ever do $1 million gross. That doesn't mean they're even profitable, right? 0.4% of companies do 5 million. And 0.00004 zeros in a 6 out of 100,000 companies actually do 10 million gross. So who needs you, my dear? It's who needs you is different than who's your ideal client. Who needs you is all of these people. And there really aren't anywhere near enough people communicating the value and the importance of what you're doing. So I'm trying to add my voice to it. I have a business with it as well, but there's plenty of room for people to be serviced. And I'm so glad you're there. So the question is, who is your ideal client? How do you know your ideal client? So let's talk about criteria for your ideal client. You tell me who your ideal client would be. Let me just hear you.
Me, maybe. Because, yeah, maybe.
Tell me.
It could be, sorry?
Tell me who me is in your description of yourself.
It could, it's small, it's people that don't have access to, or don't have the funds, or don't have the support to a full-time CFO.
Yeah.
It's people that don't necessarily understand the benefit of having the CFO. And it's people that don't necessarily, are in the pain. They're in the pain of running out of cash or not.
There you go. You're starting to hit on it better. So let me give you my point of view, which may be not right, but you asked my point of view, so I'll give it to you. It may only worth 2 cents. I think you got it when you think of an ideal, who's a customer for you? Anybody in pain, anybody who doesn't have a CFO, that's who a customer is. But your ideal customer is the person who will appreciate your resources, the person who will do the homework or work with you, the person who will follow through and have the meeting with you by Zoom or whatever it is to follow up with them, the person that will also stay with you for years and grow with you, the person who will refer other people because they're blown away and know how important it is. So I think if it was me, the ideal customer has the ability to pay your services. What are you going to charge for your services per month?
I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know if they're going to need like a 12-week program, so coaching program for 12 weeks to take them through the benefits, and then if they want to keep the virtual CFO on, then we can do like a monthly subscription.
Yes. So 2 things to think about. I don't think you want a giant company because they've got access to the resources. I don't think you want a company that hasn't done anything because they don't know importance yet.
Yeah.
You need somebody who has had the pain. My marketing would be towards someone who's had the pain and wants to eliminate it, but doesn't believe there's a way to do it because they think I can't afford a CFO. I'd be looking for someone whose company has grown to a certain level that can afford your fees. I would look also at the biggest challenges they have are time and money. True?
Yes.
Those are the objection.
Yeah.
So your job is to make sure you're within the range of money they can afford and you don't use too much time. So 12 weeks of training will be too much for most of these people because they don't have time to run their business as it is. Okay. And then you'll become a negative instead of a positive. So these are my opinions. The answer, I'll tell you my opinions, but the answer to your question is there's only one way to know, which is to test. Right? The only way you're going to know. Because I'm going to try these different types, and I'm going to see who becomes the ideal customer. Because right now, you're going to know what your fees are. So the answer to your question is test this, see what works, see what responds, and you'll begin to see who your customers, and then you can start to target them. But I would start with who I think my ideal client would be. And I would say it's probably somebody that's got a business that's doing close to $1 million, who's trying to move up to $1 million or $1 million to even $5 million. That's the economics. But I want somebody that's hungry. I want somebody who understands that if you don't understand this stuff, it's going to really create pain. And my ads would open that wound. Have you ever had? Have you ever been through? Are you tired of? Are these that are there? And then I would make it irresistible offer because my core belief on every company I have, and I got 74 companies now.
Yeah, 74 companies.
And every company I take over, any company I start or any company I buy, the first thing I do is to go, who's my ideal customer to the best of my ability? And I could be wrong, but I test. I create an irresistible offer, an offer that's so great that their brain says, if I don't do this, I'm an idiot. And then 3, I over-deliver. And when I do those 3 things, they become a client, not a customer. And because I'm targeting the ideal client, they're usually going to refer business to me, which is the fastest way for you to grow your business. You're going to, in the beginning, the hard part is getting those initial clients. If it was me, I'd first go offer my services for free. I would do it for 60 days or 30 days, whatever it is, for free. I wouldn't do it every week. It's too much. I might do it twice a month, minimum once a month. And I might say, I'm going to do this for free so that you get the confidence in yourself. And because then you'll have some testimonials. Then you can take those, and also you can try different types of people or industries. You can play with a few things. And then you have no risk. You're not going to feel like, oh my God, is it working or not? Am I blowing it? And then you say, all I want from you is if I truly deliver for you, then you have the choice to become a client which I'd love to have over-deliver for you, but you don't have to judge that now. And what I really want is a testimonial from you so other people know who I am, because I've been working in this industry and I've seen this need and I'm tired of people being in pain and I want to help them. And I don't want to spend my time marketing. I want to spend my time serving people. Your testimonial will be invaluable. So I'm not asking for anything now, only if I deliver. And I would go out and I'd find 10 people and coach the hell out of them. People in different industries, elements, right? Call some friends, call some people who have friends, call some people you know and say, who do you know that's having a tough time in their business? But, you know, they've got potential, but it's been a tough place. I go find that group, I refine my process, then go do my irresistible offer to the target audience. Does that make sense?
That is fantastic. Yeah, that makes complete sense. Thank you so much. Very
Good luck. What you're doing is great work. Great work.
Yeah, and what a great question. And know that that's part of our 5-day journey. We're going to go deep on finding your ideal client. I remember when I was on the whiteboard and I had it looked like a target. That's the same thing. As Tony was asking me,
Finding your ideal client.
You almost knew your ideal client as you just got out of because sometimes our brain goes, oh no, you don't know that. That you just do it. You're not going to be able to teach it, and you get blurry, right? And in a moment, Tony didn't tell you who your ideal client was. You've shared it.
We want to share this with you.
Tony clarified it for you. So we're going to be doing a lot of that.
Let us know this is valuable to you, if you care, if it's.
But also, like Tony said, if you take 30 people, 10 people, 5 people, and go.
Give us a thumbs up if you find this information valuable.
For hungry companies,
we know we do.
Or more, but you might find you love doing it in the.
You might have something that you want to share with the world, and you've not extracted it, and you haven't shared it, and you don't know how. Well, these guys will help you figure it out.
What they said, the riches are in the niches.
The riches are in the niches.
Master it,
small with a small.
Starting wide and go in. Start small and go big. Okay, let's do.
Start small and go big.
And then Russell and I will be around for a couple more. But while we got you, Tone, we'll get one more in.
Okay, awesome. So this is actually a great question to kind of piggyback off of the last one. So this question is from Pat D. And Pat's question is really, do you have any advice on narrowing down what to focus on for the end product, for the actual product, for the clients, for the niche?
Is Pat online so I can see Pat? Is Pat online? Can I see Pat? Because I like that.
This is our new world right now, you guys. Our new world.
No, I don't think so.
Pat is here. We're just trying to get her unmuted. Pat, we have asked you to unmute, so if you can do so, that'd be great.
Okay, great.
Because I really need to know a little bit more to give her some.
Okay, so
Yeah, if
we can
now,
definitely.
We'll give her a minute here to try to unmute. If not, we'll go to another quick question. And Russell,
Here, let's just put it here.
Russell and I will pick up that question at the end.
All right.
You have one more?
All right.
Yes, we do. So we have another one from Lita Lyra. She says she's a.
So tomorrow we're going to ask a
writer.
question,
She
and
also
we're going to
has
get
a
to
school,
talk
and
to
she's
Emma.
right now
Mr. Robbins and Dean Graciosi themselves.
with her brand online, and she's got a lot of things going on.
So, guys,
Either there or I can see it.
why? Right? Why? Everything that we do, every thought that we have, or every
Lita is here and she's unmuted.
it helps every business aspect of what we do.
Just say hi,
So
Lita,
we
we
truly
can hear
enjoy
you.
learning from these guys.
Maybe we got an
They
issue
just
on our side. Are they unmuted?
got so much knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Because again, I'd love to clarify that. Okay, Lita, I'll do my best on it.
Okay.
Where to put your name? Good question. If I understood it right, she says real estate, and then she's got some form of a school. You know, where do I put my brand? Well, there are different schools
So
of
put the
thought.
volume.
First of all, if you're a realtor, you have to have
Should
brand.
we just
so
like-
that answer is.
You guys are seeing the behind the scenes.
Woo!
All right. Welcome to 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mal. And I'm going to mute this.
So we're going to figure out what's the best way for us to stay on with you guys so we don't miss this. Because again, whatever we learn, we're giving it to
Bringing
you.
back to you. So we thought we were going to be done at 111 and we're not. So we are committed to showing up for you, and and we're committed to getting our training done. So tomorrow,
We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it.
Yes, I think it'll probably be like 2:30. So, all right. I know that they are. Let me turn this down a little bit.
Gosh, it was probably 19, 20 years
The other
old.
one, though.
This one?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, great.
So
Okay.
I think that any questions regarding this? Any
Are
questions?
you guys still with us? ¿Todavía están con nosotros? Let us know. We're going now. We've been up to the 11th floor right now because this is all amazing stuff that we find so valuable, and we want to share it with you. And again, every day it's about really feeding your mind, feeding your soul, and staying the course, and staying
being proactive,
and staying consistent in what you want to create in your life, right? And for us, these guys are they are the real deal. They're so authentic, and they cover the whole gamut of being successful in life as a couple, as an individual. Love yourself and really develop yourself. And then what do you have in what's your passion? What is it? What's your gift, right? That we always talk about, that you want to share with the world. And especially now with the new world going virtual, pretty much, it's a new marketplace. So we are definitely learning, and we invite you to take that on as well, to learn. And that's pretty much it. You know, we really love our community, our 1111 community, and we appreciate you showing up every day. And you know, we're torn that we're not going to be able to do the 1111 this week, but it's really something for the better of all of us, you know, because we're going to come back better, stronger, and just wiser, and to be able to give you more value. And that's pretty much what I got, you know.
Well, you know, again, this whole weekend has been, Jennifer went to San Diego with the kids. She got to see her grandma and her mom. They got to see my family. I got to work on the house, paint, really just, you know, really spent a lot of time with the house this morning. You know, Adrian had an audition. We put him on
nonstop.
I went for a fitting, so it's been busy. So,
oh wait, did we give them the good news?
The good news. What's the good news? That I booked?
That you booked?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Do you guys know?
That I booked the commercial.
Yay!
So I had a fitting, so I get to tomorrow. I get to shoot tomorrow.
He gets to work tomorrow.
I get to work tomorrow. Get to live out all my dreams, because being part of this community now is part of one of our dreams to continue this as a, you know, for it to grow, for it to have a life of its own, where people come and look for value in what we have to say, not only as in the spiritual value, but as a marriage.
Oh, yay. Okay. Christina, you're on. I just saw very valuable information. Thank you, Jennifer Mauricio. You're welcome, Pamela. I'm sitting in a chair waiting to have my eyes examined and trying to peek in on you until I have to get off the phone. I love you. That's so sweet. Allison, good morning. Yes, buenos dias. And it is. I mean, Christina, was that amazing? What a great challenge how we started, right?
You know what I love?
Yes.
And it just, you know, and every single he says, it just reminds you, my God, they are communicators.
Exactly.
They are communicators, because, you know, I have to say that this month I was offered a teaching job at a university, and I turned it down. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because the way we teach our online course and the way that we talk on this show, we have a plan. We do have sort of a plan of how we want to go, but we also allow it to take a life of its own and communicate it, because everybody's going to need something different. And what I don't like about teaching through a syllabus, because I had to follow a syllabus, is that it first is antiquated, it's rigid. And one of the first things that I asked is, can I break away from the syllabus? because I don't think that a lot of this is practical for a lot of these actors who are wanting to go into Hollywood, which is why we created
To work.
Shortcut to Hollywood.biz.
Yes.
We put your dreams. We give practical tools on how to get yourself working, because a lot of people spend time and come to Los Angeles and start taking classes, and they become
actors.
professional students.
Professional students.
But they don't become professional actors.
Right.
If you're taking a class and in 3 months you haven't booked a job in Los Angeles, you got to look at what you're doing. So that's how we.
Well, at least, I mean, the thing is that in 3 months, if you get here, you definitely need to get agents and you start getting auditions and stuff like that.
But
you know,
you
absolutely.
were working right off and I was working right off.
Yes. I definitely, in Miami is definitely a right to work state. Miami is a different state. But I gotta be, it's so funny because men and women, we remember time differently. Because for me in Miami, I studied 3 straight years, and then my very first film audition I booked, and my third audition for commercial I booked. But it took me 3 years to, I didn't even try going into the marketplace until I felt ready. Okay. And I made sure that I had agents. And in Miami, I had 10 agents like that, because when I did my first submission, it was, I submitted to pretty much everyone in Miami and South and North Miami. And they all wanted to represent me. And the cool part about being in Florida, it's a right to work state. So you don't have to have exclusivity with just one agent and one manager. That's the difference. But when I came here to LA, 3 years later, after working in Miami as a professional, it took me 9 months to get my first job here in LA as a working actor. So it's different for everyone. And I feel that, I know I was doing everything in my power back then. I didn't have the mentorship that we are offering, but it took me personally 9 months to book my very first job after had been working in Florida. You know what I mean? So that's everyone has a different journey, and we're here to definitely find your journey, because it's hard to say that in 3 months you got to book something. That's a lot of pressure for someone. So,
well, the thing is,
and I don't think that's what you meant.
No, but when I say in 3 months is that I remember when I first got here, I started auditioning for short films, and I started auditioning for non-union, for industrials.
Right.
I've been working since I was 17 years old doing professional theater. I was not a union yet, but they always had non-union contracts. Mm-hmm. So I have always been working. So I've always had the theater and television and commercial.
Exactly.
So I've always had.
So staying proactive, definitely. Christina says, amazing first day, build a brand challenge. Yes. Congratulations, Mauricio, on booking your commercial.
So basically what we're saying is that because we stay creative and we stay with Tony and Dean and what they teach, we're able to create these other things. 1111 is really a lot of the concept was you, but also how do we go about it has come from a lot of what they teach, Right. And so we love it. We appreciate it and wanted to share it with you.
Exactly. So definitely, I'm excited to continue the challenge. It's for 5 days. It's this whole week. So we're definitely not, and it wasn't done. So because we're committed to you, we left early today, and we shared some of it with you, but we definitely want to play full out in the challenge. So it looks like we will do the show around 2:15 And I think it's just going to be like.
And if we don't, we'll
live.
jump in. If we
We're
don't,
just going to jump in.
We'll
whenever.
jump in on a live, say hello real quick, and we'll get back. We'll get back to you. We promise.
Exactly.
We already. This
we
is
are
a commitment.
super committed to you guys, and we love you, and we appreciate you. And pues,
we'll see you mañana. Tomorrow is Truth Tuesday, so we'll give you some, some little
but we're gonna
gold
do
nuggets.
Our angel cards.
Oh, you're gonna do an angel card? Okay.
Yeah, because we're done with the challenge today. We got some homework to do. What are you doing, my love?
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so let's go. Here we go.
Okay.
Ready?
And pick it up so they can see what we're doing. And
here are cards.
Music.
Music is the...
If music be the food of love.
There you go.
Play on.
That's right. I'll do one more.
Okay.
You said okay like your brother. Okay. Nature and music.
Nature.
Right.
Art, my goddess, my services to you are bound.
Yes.
That's from King Lear.
The little book.
The other one is from 12th Night.
The little book.
I love Shakespeare, so if I remember a line, I will do it. Mr. Londonshire.
Are you still with us?
I am doing some Shakespeare because I love Shakespeare.
Pues sí, ok. Entonces ya el entrenamiento pues todavía está y nos fuimos temprano para estar aquí con ustedes, pero ya empezando mañana vamos a hacer el programa como a las 2:15, algo así, porque pues no queremos perder el entrenamiento y es algo que es muy importante para también compartir con ustedes.
What about doing it at 10:11?
10:11.
Wouldn't that work?
At 10:11, at 10 in the morning?
10:11.
Well, we could try it. Let's see. People are up. Love music card. Sorry, I need to jump off now. I have a 2 p.m. Zoom weekly meeting soon.
We
See
get
both
you.
of you on day 2 at the 11 in the morning. Send you a big hug.
All
Love
right.
you, Christina.
Bye, Christina.
Okay, well, you know what? Maybe we can.
I don't know.
That's
It's just a thought,
Tell me.
you know.
All right, we'll try.
We'll
it.
try.
We'll
We'll
give
talk.
it a shot.
We'll talk.
We'll
We'll
give
talk.
it a shot.
We'll chat.
All right.
We'll communicate.
So, yes, we will. Nature.
And you're in the S's. Nature. Nature, art, my goddess. Okay. Spending time alone in nature, it's important for you. Every 5 minutes in a garden would be healing for you right now. Mm-hmm. By drawing this card, the angels ask you to interact with nature more often, every day if possible. This card also signifies that you may be happier living in a more rural setting. If you have thought about moving away from city life, consider this card as an additional validation. Also, this card may be encouraging you to choose an occupation involving plants or animals. For instance, you may enjoy gardening, nursery, or veterinarian, pet sitting, or delving into the world of animal communication. Your angels and the nature angels are helping you discover and give you the gifts to the world. Help them to help you by spending more time in nature.
En nature, la naturaleza, para que pasen más tiempo en la naturaleza.
I love, you love hiking because, and then I love working on my yard because I get that cathartic. It is something magical happens.
With God, with nature. It's the universe. Sounds like a bonfire party in nature. Yes, right? It's just loving. We just love to experience nature. La naturaleza le da a uno mucha vida, le da mucha energía. Entonces, tomen el tiempo de pasar, de comunicarse con la naturaleza, right?
Yeah. All right, music. The angels guide you to immerse yourself in beautiful music. Music lifts your, or how you would say it in standard American, music. Not music, but music.
Music
lifts your spirit above earthbound concerns and elevates your thoughts to divine love.
All right.
Give us some
you
wisdom.
have angels with you who want to help you through the healing properties of music. By drawing this card, the angels ask you to add more music into your life. They guide you to play soft background music while you dress, work, and play.
Michael Bublé, baby.
They also ask you to whistle and sing often. You may also have drawn this card because of your own musical gifts. Have you felt guided lately to compose a song, participate in a musical play, join a singing group or band, or play in an instrument? Play in an instrument?
Play an instrument.
Play an instrument.
It's okay. I think
Yes, play an instrument. These inner nudges may be coming from your angels who can see your God-given gifts. They know that your musical talents will help others. So they ask you to be an earth angel by expressing your gift of song and melody.
I love it.
So use music to give you peace, to, heal you. Usa la música para que te sane, para que te haga sentir mejor. Trata un instrumento nuevo. Canta. Escribe una canción.
Métete en el shower, báñate con música, muévete.
Con música.
Muévete.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Bueno, y entonces, ¿cómo están? How are you guys doing today? All right, so we're going to do a determination, and then we'll do our meditation, and then we'll
Sounds
be done.
Good.
Let's see. Determinación. Determination. Even before I encounter my difficulties, I foresaw that troubles would occur, and I resolved that whatever might happen to me in the future, I must not bear any hatred toward others. This determination has perhaps acted as a prayer, for I have been able to come safely through any number of trials, and now I am faced with no such difficulties. I love it. It's expecting challenges, right, in life and knowing how to navigate them. Tomorrow, baby, you're going to be on set.
Oh, my God.
Just realize that.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to have a little bit of a challenge here. That's awesome.
Oh, my God. Well, today during the fitting, I was able to still get on the class, which means that I'll be able to, which means we might have to just go live, me from my trailer and you from here.
Right, but how do I bring you on to restream that?
No, but the thing is that even if I might be working right at every time, we don't know.
True.
So it might not work out tomorrow no matter what.
No, but you can get on.
We can get on separately.
Yeah.
And say hello to our 1111 community.
That's right. Tomorrow is the 25th. Yes, tomorrow's the 25th. And he is shooting his commercial tomorrow.
And
Yay.
you guys,
so we'll see
we'll
when
figure
he
out.
starts.
We'll chat. We'll figure
keep you
out
guys
how
posted.
we can do this.
Claro, mañana
again,
va a
we have a
trabajar.
commitment to you. So,
yes. We will be here. We shall be here.
We shall overcome.
Yes. All right. So let's see. Let's do our meditation.
All right.
Vamos a hacer nuestra meditación. Take a deep breath. Did you see how beautiful the picture I posted? I was at my mom's this
What
weekend.
a beauty.
Actually,
Beauty
vamos
picture.
vamos
a bailar.
a bailar un poquito.
Bueno,
Vamos a mover el
all right,
esqueleto.
guys, as you can see that we're
Let's
sort of
move it.
finding
The
it today in the groove
We are motivated for
because
you.
we are committed
to learning more
and
every
bringing
day.
you some knowledge.
Yes. Woo!
Now we're going
All
to
right.
take you some spiritual,
Okay.
the lovely
Congratulations, Val. Break a leg.
Gracias.
Yes. And tomen un respiro. Take a deep breath. Put your hands in your heart if you want. And practice forgiveness. Forgive those thoughts that make you feel out of sorts. Ronald Sulfado, how are you?
¿Qué pasó, Ronald?
Just go in your heart and forgive. Connect with your higher self. Know that all your needs are met. Know that everything is working for you, not against you. That life is working for you, not against you. Practiquen el perdón todos los días. Perdonen. Es una práctica. Hay que perdonarse, perdonar los pensamientos, perdonar a esas personas. Perdonar. Todo el mundo está aprendiendo. Ayuden a que su corazón se sane, dándole la bendición de perdonar. And as you let go of that, all of that yucky energy that doesn't serve you, we open up our hearts to experience gratitude. Denle a su corazón las gracias, la gratitud de la vida. Know that all your needs are met. Think of 3 things in your life that you're so grateful for. Piensen en 3 cosas que tienen tanta gratitud. Den las gracias. Llenen su corazón de amor. Fill your heart with gratitude and love. And now, let's celebrate. Celebren, celebren, celebren. Todo lo que quieren en la vida, todo lo que desean en la vida, celebren antes de que llegue, para que lo puedan atraer, para que llegue. Celebrate all that you want. Celebrate it before it even arrives. And you will be much closer for it to arriving when you celebrate it and you feel it in your heart and you visualize it and you feel it. Yes! How do you celebrate? Woo! Okay. Vamos. Oh, I'm so relaxed.
Woo,
Are you
too.
relaxed? Mira, estoy así. I'm like so relaxed. So yes, I am going all natural today. I motivate you to go online and be authentic, be your beautiful self. You don't need any makeup. Just go all natural. Once in a while, let your beautiful face breathe, your skin breathe. And I'll give you an example. Look at my nails. They've never been this long, ever. And it's because I've allowed them to breathe. I haven't had a manicure in over 5 months. And they've never been this long.
You have such beautiful hands.
Thank you, baby. They've never been this long. And it just shows me that going all natural and allowing your body to do what it's supposed to do, you're going to be so much healthier and just are going to be so much more in touch with yourself, with your authentic self and your beautiful natural self. And I'm speaking from experience, and I invite you to take it on, to try it
Beautiful.
out, right?
Fantastico.
Woo!
So we will see you. We will talk. And if anything, we will see you for a couple of minutes tomorrow.
Yes, Daisaku Ikeda joined Sako Gakkai today He was 19. Now he's 92.
Wow.
73 years.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
That's awesome.
All right, so
All right.
let's do our 177 mental toughness secrets.
I keep saying goodbye and you keep adding.
Well, baby.
You said we were going to do this and then we were done. And now you're adding. So you're making me look like I need to get off.
Do you need to get off?
Decide.
Do you need to get off? Do you need to
We
get
have a
off?
2:30.
Do you need to get off? Okay, here we go. Boom. The world class develops emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. The secret of success is not what they taught you in school. What matters most is not IQ, not a business school degree, nor even technical know-how or years of experience. The single most important factor in job performance and advancement is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. La inteligencia emocional es lo más importante en la vida. No es todo lo que ha estudiado en la universidad, ni todo la inteligencia que uno tiene mental, sino es la inteligencia emocional. La inteligencia emocional. Eso es lo más importante que hay que desarrollar. ¿Por qué? Porque entonces uno no sufre tanto y uno puede sobrepasar cualquier cosa en la vida porque tiene esa inteligencia emocional. The middle class believes formal education is the most important key to success, yet studies show a person's level of emotional intelligence is far more significant. The world class places a high value on their ability to influence other people through their charm, charisma, and emotional maturity. While the masses appeal to logic, the world class realizes human beings are emotionally driven creatures who respond far better to emotionally charged words, gestures, and actions. Champions place relationships above all else in their interactions with others. The middle class goes to great lengths to deny emotion is at the root of their habits, actions, and behaviors. Although the evidence clearly shows emotional creatures operate primarily from emotion, the masses believe their decisions are almost always grounded in logic and fact. The great ones know people buy with emotion, right? We buy stuff because we get excited, because we love music. So we buy, we used to buy the CD or the album, or we download the song, right? Because we get emotional about it. The one difference in philosophy has a tremendous impact on the results the two groups realize, as well as on their corresponding approach to self-development and self-improvement. The middle class chases more formal education. The world class seeks to improve their level of emotional intelligence by studying human behavior and its importance and its impact on people around them. Champions are always studying emotional intelligence, and they're always studying the emotional intelligence topic, such as psychology, sociology, philosophy, self-help, spirituality, and etiquette. It propels their emotional and interpersonal skills, and as a result, they are successful and fulfilled. Develop your emotional intelligence. Start by rating yourself on the scale to 1 to 7, 7 being the highest, of how emotionally intelligent you are right now. So that is today's message. Emotional intelligence is the most important thing for us to develop for our success and our fulfillment in life. So
that's beautiful.
It's a practice.
All of it.
It's all the practice.
All the practice.
Es todo una práctica. La inteligencia mental, la inteligencia emocional es más importante que la inteligencia mental. ¿Por qué? Porque lo emocional lo va a ayudar a uno hacia el éxito o hacia el fracaso.
I love it.
Right?
It's very good.
So we are so happy that we made it today. A little, clunky, but you know what I learned today? My takeaway today with our training is do imperfect action, messy action.
It's the committed, right?
It's the commitment.
It goes back to the commitment that we have to you.
Yes. And to doing it.
Yeah.
And what they said about perfectionists, I've suffered from being a perfectionist, and therefore I won't do anything, because if I don't feel like I can do it right, then I get stopped, right? But I've definitely broken away from that, and I think that is it's amazing. It's amazing to just go for it, to just show up messy, to just show up imperfect.
Yeah,
because we are all that.
Well, also, Tony, and they were talking about this morning, it's so much, they can give you all this information, but if you don't do anything with it, right?
Right.
So the action of doing it is something, because in whatever it is that you're doing, at least you're putting your best foot forward. Might not be perfect, but you're at least doing it. And
you're
if
learning.
you're doing it and something happens that's wrong, then you learn from that and you say, how can I make this better the next time?
Exactly.
And that's it. And it's all a journey of learning.
All right. So let's end together with Instagram.
All right.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
And we are here for each other. Los queremos mucho. Nos vemos mañana.
Los apreciamos.
Los apreciamos. Ajá, y estamos aquí el uno
para el
otro. ¿Okay?
Adiós, amigos.
Adiós. Mañana nos vemos como en la tarde, como a esta hora, 2:15, 2:30.
Chao, chao.
Chao.